In exactly 3 weeks since we brought you the story of a local man named Kenny Malpass.
Kenny grew up the adopted son of a loving family and had never known his birth parents. Fishing has been a big part of his life, especially now as he fights stage 4 lung cancer. Mark Holmberg went along with him as he talked about his longtime fishing expedition for his birth family, how he wants to catch them before it's too late.
Since this story aired, people from all over the country have stepped forward to try to help Kenny. And as Mark tells us, that led to one major catch.
What are you going to do with all those fish? Come on, man.
I'll give them away.
Do you?
Yeah.
You clean them?
Share the wealth. Share the wealth, and the man upstairs blesses.
July 1st of 2010.
What did they tell you?
He told me I was ate up with cancer. Adenocarcinoma, which is a non-small cell lung cancer. So far, I've been through 24 radiations and 8 chemos.
It has a big effect. It changes your whole life.
It's always been a wonder, you know, where I come from, you know, what were the circumstances, you know, what she looked like.
And what would he like to say to his mother if she sees this but doesn't want to contact him?
I love you regardless.
Kenny has gotten a lot of answers since our last fishing trip.
And I was getting 30, 40 emails a day from people I didn't even know. Just, you know, wishing you the best, you know, sending our love and our prayers, and, you know, from just total strangers, and that was awesome.
Among those who reached out was this woman, who was also adopted as a baby.
I wrote everything down on a magazine real quick. I had to keep replaying it, and I came down and I posted it.
Paulie knows some of what Kenny was feeling.
Well, someone told me once it's like a book, it's like a great novel, but they've ripped out the first chapter.
She reached out to Joanne Stanek of Tucson, Arizona, the woman who found Paulie's birth family and a searcher many believe to be the best search angel on the planet.
This birth took place in Richmond. We look in the surrounding areas, and I was checking actually yearbooks, and I found a woman with the same name, and so I started researching.
Kenny's birth mother had a different last name, but still lives in the Richmond area. Joanne, whose team has reunited about 4,000 birth families, knew to tread carefully.
I think success actually lies in how she's approached. Many birth mothers, it's a very shocking call to get, and they've had this secret all their lives.
Kenny called us right away with the news. His mother is alive.
When the call came through, when Joanna called and said that she'd found my birth mother, it was very emotional. Everybody in the house started crying. Actually, I felt like a pregnant lady with all the different emotions going through me. Oh, man, he's a nice one, too. Real nice one, real nice fish, real nice fish.
But in the next few days, he found himself wrestling with new, powerful emotions. His mother isn't ready to see him.
Awesome. No, she just, basically when I talked to her, I told her that I knew she'd done it in my best interest. She said, you know, she said, yes, I did, and that's pretty much where it stood. And she's just stated that she hasn't talked or seen my father in many, many years.
Paulie knows that feeling, too.
No, they don't all end happily. I've met my sister, which is right there. I have sister Renee and a half brother. That was happy, but my birth mother wanted nothing to do with me.
You know, through life, I've watched the little talk shows, and you know, where they've reunited birth parents with their siblings, and you know, it's all rejoicing and hugging and crying, and you know, it's a very joyful time, and that's the dream that I'd had.
Kenny has found out he has a half-brother who we've spoken with several times and will be meeting soon.
There's just so much, you know, when you find out that, you know, you have a brother that you never knew you had, and it's like you don't even know where the conversation is going to go from one sentence to the next.
He also has an aunt, nephews, and a lot of answers about his background. Kenny plans to keep on fishing for answers, hanging on with his adoptive father, who has loved him unconditionally for 45 years. His end may be near, but at last he is connected with his beginning.
Well, Mark, it's just breathtaking, and it's nice to see this happy ending. It seems like the siblings want to get together, but there's a stumbling block with the birth parents. Why?
Well, you can imagine, you know, she's had this thing in her past, kind of a secret a lot of times.
You know, I was talking with Joanne Stanek with this Adoption Database Org, and she is just amazing.
Yes.
This woman. You don't want her looking for you. She's going to find you, no question about it. And she said about 95% of the cases she sees, it's kind of a happy ending. Everybody's glad to hook up and see each other. But there's this 5% where there's this past and there's these hurdles to get over with. But in time, generally, things turn out happily. It's a beautiful story.
Yeah,
Mark.
we hope
Really,
it happens
really
for
beautiful.
Kenny. Thanks.
Thank you.